Okay, let us have a look at this question. Luca's investment in a bank is earning 5.17% compounded semi-annually and will be worth $65,031 7 years and 6 months from now. All right, we should take note that it is from now. How much will it be worth 9 years from now? So we have two numbers. These are time values, 7 years and 6 months from now, and then we have 9 years from now. So to get an understanding of what it really looks like, I think we can look at this diagram right here. And if you look at it, you will see that here over here is the now. Okay, right here. So that is now. And then this amount of money right here, this in this box here, $65,031 is 7 years and 6 months from now. Now meaning right at this point here. Now, what is required is what? Is the how much will it be worth 9 years from now? Okay, let's pull in the 9 so you can see it. So we wanted 9 years from now. So 9 years is from here to here is the 9 years, okay? And we have the amount at this point in time. So to get from here to here, we have to subtract. So from this point to this point is 9 years, and we subtract this 7 years, 6 months, which results in 1 year and 6 months. Okay, so that is, it gives a good interpretation as to what the question is asking or what is required. All right, you start from now, and then you're given the two values. You're given the value at 7 years and 6 months right here. Okay, so 7 years and 6 months brings us to this point right here, and then we have to find it over here. Okay, so this future value is for that point in time. All right, so let's begin. Let's go over here and we can minimize that and we can start. All right, so if we go back now and we start in our usual fashion, we have the compounding. The compounding is semi-annually, so that results in those values of 2 being there. Now, the amount of money of 65,031 will be the present value at the point in time when we are 7 years and 6 months from now, which is right here. Okay, so there we have the numbers. Let's clear the diagram so we can see clearly. So now we are at this point right here. Okay, that is the one we're considering. So we're at this point here. So that is the present value there. And then we want the future value over here. So let's go. We want the future value over here. So this future value is there, and this is the present value right there. Okay, right here. All right, so let us proceed, and 0 for the payment, yes, because there is no payment, and the interest rate is 5.17. So with that, we can go and start to put in the numbers and find the future value 9 years from now, given the value at 7 years and 6 months from now. All right, so let's start. We should minimize this, and then we're back to the boxes we need to enter. So PY and CY, the number should be 2. And as usual, we get the calculator, we zoom out so it's larger, and now we can start to input numbers into it. All right, so we go second IY as indicated right here, and we put the 2 and we click on enter. That is the display you see right there. And we go down and there is the display, and we clear to get out of the PY and CY. So we clear once more. Now, to get at N, we have to do the subtraction. Remember, in case you forgot, you have it right here. We want at this point over here. Okay, let's clear this out. We want the future value over here. Okay, so this is the future value at this point right there. And we're given this present value at this point right here. So that is the reason why we have to take this 9 years, which goes from now to 9 years from now, but we're given the present value at 7 years and 6 months. So that is resulting in this subtraction having to take place. Now, the 7 years and 6 months, we can go and do just that. We go 6 divide by 12, as it indicates right here. And if we add 7, we get 7 years. So we get 7.5 years, which is the number right there, 7.5 years, as you can see right over here. So we go 9 minus 7.5. Now there's a quick way we can do it. We can make this negative if we wish, and then we can add 9. That is one way of doing it, and the answer will be 1.5. On the contrary, if you don't like that and you prefer to enter these numbers sequentially as 9 minus 7.5, and you get the same value of 1.5. So now we have this 1.5 right here. Okay, that is the number we use to get the value for n, because that number, remember, it's the number of years and it has to be multiplied by this value for py. So we do that by clicking on second IY, second, and we click on IY. Sorry, I made a mistake there. My mistake. Let me get out of there. So I had the value. Let me do it again, or we can do it in 9 minus 7.5. Okay, please don't make that error. 9 7.5, so it's 1.5. Then we go second n. Now it's multiplied. We get the 3 right there, and then we enter it into n by clicking on n again. 5.17 is the interest rate, so we go 5.17. We click on interest rate, or IY, and the present value is 65031. So we go 65031. That's the present value, 0 for the payment. And then we come out of that and we compute the future value. And it is correct, $70,205.64. So let's complete this table now. We have the numbers, n is 3. Okay, so we don't have to worry about decimals. IY is 5.17. The present value is 65031. Remember, that is after how many years? 7 years and 6 months. The payment is 0, and the future value is 70205.64. And with that, we submit, and all is well, green check marks. And that is the solution to the question.